Hey y'all, it's me, No Empress, Big Queen, not the little one. If this is your first time here, welcome, okay? If you're returning, hey y'all, welcome back. Hey kings and queens, my gods and goddesses of the light energy, right? So y'all, I've been doing a lot of studying, right? And we all should be learning and gaining knowledge, right, as a whole. But it's some things that stood out to me, and a lot of times we are cleansing our we're trying to step on our spiritual hygiene, right? And in that, it's like we're doing our cleansings, our baths, we're even cleaning the house, okay? But sometimes we overlook things that we shouldn't overlook, right? Like, let's say it's your living room, but you're thinking it's just your living room. I done cleaned it out and mopped it, right? I didn't sweep, I didn't make sure everything was in order in this room. But it's like rooms that's just as simple as like just the living room or the bathroom that really really goes unnoticed when it comes to doing spiritual hygiene. It's not just for like your body, your mind, okay, inside and out. It's for your home. It's for every room in your home. And I've been picking up on a lot of different energy, and I really didn't understand it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have an understanding of like what was going on, you know what I'm saying? Because I still have a lot that I still yet need to learn, and that I am learning, right? I said all that to say is like y'all need to be closing these portals and these gateways, okay? It's just as simple as a toilet. Like a lot of people don't think about praying and stuff before they go into the bathroom. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't cleanse their home with prayer and cover it, okay? And whatever it is that you're believing in, okay? You need to make sure you sealing off these gateways because they got people that knows that you don't think of things like praying over your toilet, praying over your water, praying over, you know what I'm saying? The enemy uses a lot of things. The servants of the enemies know things that us of the light may not know, okay? Um, and it's very important that we learn to um, keep up the spiritual hygiene of things in our home, things that we need, okay? You don't want to allow demonic manipulation in your home to go on too long, right? Too long unnoticed, if that makes sense, okay? I feel like just as light workers, we're able to do things. Demonic things are able to do things as well, as far as the Most High will allow, okay? But don't allow things in your home, things that you may not think is important, may be very well much so important, okay? So it's always important to cleanse and purify and pray over your home and the items in the different rooms inside of your homes. And I was watching one particular video. It stood out to me. If I'm able to, I may um, put the link down in the description, okay? Or just pin it to this video, okay? I'm gonna pray about it before I do it. If I feel led to, then I will. But you can do your own research for real, on how witches and warlocks and people that are of these statures or give themselves these titles, how they can use things, appliances in your home, and do demonic manipulation on it to cause chaos and lack and just heavy energy inside your home, okay? Through things that's just like your toilet, right? These things can happen with anything, okay? That's why it's very important to always pray and seal portals and gateways in your home through whether it's mirrors, whether it's your toilet, whether it's your water. These are things that are very essential for your life, things that you need, right? So it's very important that not only do you show gratitude, but you're making sure that you're keeping up on the hygiene spiritually of everything in your home, right? Especially if you're of a certain ranking, okay? Especially if you're in a particular seat or position, if you're in your purpose, it's very important to keep up on the hygiene of even the water that runs in your house, the sewage line. You have to pray over everything, you know what I'm saying? Because you never know who's watching. right? You never know what people are carrying that you encounter, right? So um I don't know what the message is going to be about tonight, May 25, 25, right? I don't know what the message is going to be about. But let's just kind of tap in. I do feel a different energy, but I don't think I should kind of, tap in or reveal to you guys right now. But let's see, okay? What is it that we have for my kings and queens or my collective on YouTube? Thank you. It says resurrection, you guys, okay? It says shake off the past and rise again, right? Reinvent yourself and you will rise up from the ashes even more powerful. This is that phoenix energy, you guys. So some of you are being led to, it's time to stand up, okay? It's time, I'm hearing, to fight back. Because a lot of you have been in situations where you don't understand. And that's why I was trying to tell y'all in the beginning that it's very important to not only take care of your own spiritual maintenance, your spiritual hygiene, but make sure you're doing it for things that are essential to you in your home, in your car. What things that are essential to you, it's very important that you just keep up on those type of hygienes, right? People can do demonic manipulation on your water, on your when you go use the toilet, right? When you look in that mirror, you brush your teeth. So it's very important, okay? So resurrection came out. It's time for you to shake off that past and rise up. I heard fight back, okay? But for some of you, you have been down and out for way too long. You have let bygones be bygones for too long. It's time to fight back, right? Shake off the past and rise up again. It's time to also let go of these old ways, old habits, old way of thinking, right? It's time to reinvent yourself, okay? And you will rise up. A lot of you are trying to obtain things, but you're not in position to, right? You have to give the universe something to work with most of the time. But most of the time, the universe will come through because and force you to be in position, force you to be in alignment to the things that you're asking for. But you're being called to just do this step, and it starts with just shaking off all this past shit, just reinventing yourself, letting go of old things. When you was a child, you think as a child, you spoke as a child, but as an adult, you do things as an adult would do, right? As a chosen one, as somebody of the light, you would do what chosen ones would do. You know what I'm saying? Or however, whatever it is for you in your situation, right? But it's time to reinvent yourself so that you can rise up from the ashes, okay? It's time for you to not allow your situation or circumstances to beat you up, to keep you stuck and keep you stagnant. It's time for you to take in everything that you've learned, okay? Shake all that shit off, okay? And be and stand in your power, if that makes sense. Give me more. Thank you. It says Soul's Whispers. Look beyond the words and hear what is really being said. A lot of you feel like you're hearing voices, right? A lot of you, it's like you're hearing, but you're not really hearing, okay? Is your spiritual ear is very significant in this time. Your soul could be trying to tell you something. A lot of you, your soul is urging you, nudging you to come on. It's time to get up out of this. It's time to fight back. And it starts with you getting up, right? It's time to look beyond the words and to actually hear what your soul is really trying to say to you. A lot of times you be getting signs and signals from God, your universe, nature, your spirits and your guides, okay? Whatever it is for you, and it be right in your face and you're missing it, okay? It was a time, right? Speaking from experience, let's speak from my experience. My house began to be chaotic. I'm a really calm person, right? But I noticed that things would happen to try to upset me and bring me into different characters that wasn't myself, right? It seemed like I would clean and clean and clean and the house would never feel cleansed, right? It just seems like I would be getting messages and things would be happening, but in my mind because of the backlash that I was getting from my family. My family don't support a lot of things that I am and that I do, right? Which is I don't give a fuck. But at the time I didn't notice, right? A lot of things around me that was bringing chaos in my house, and I started losing things, dealing with certain people, but it was like it was in my face and I couldn't see it. So when I used to meditate and go out in nature and hug trees before I went into hermit, um I used to be getting signs and answers and clarity about things, and it's like I was seeing it. I mean, I thought I was hearing it, but I really wasn't hearing the things that I needed to hear until I decided to do the work and fight back. You know what I'm saying? Really, I don't have to do too much, because God handles everything for me. I truly believe that. Um, but when you start to kind of really like hear with your soul, like I had to spend time with myself, get to know thyself worth, to see and hear what it is that my soul was trying to tell me. Because a lot of times it's not going to be like in your face, or it's not going to be like super loud, like somebody that you're in conversation with. Sometimes you have to be in a space or in position to where you can really, really hear, if that makes sense. So it's time to look beyond the words, okay? Beyond what you think you're hearing, or what you're physically, like from person to person, or the TV. You get signs from the TV. You know what I'm saying? You can get signs and messages through everything. But when you really hear what is being said, that's when it really counts. That's when you really hear, if that makes sense. Your soul is trying to guide you. Your soul is asking for something. It's trying to tell you something, okay? But for a lot of you, you're holding back. You're in fear, okay? And I understand that because I've been there before, where you really, I've never been a person to care what people think about me, but I've always thought about the example that I was being for people. I should say that. You know what I'm saying? Um, but let's continue. Let me not talk you to death. Let's get the message. It says metamorphosis, my rage. Okay, so with metamorphosis and my rage is embrace the tender transition between past forms and future possibilities. That's what I was saying about, being in position to receive what you've been asking God, universe, what you've been asking for, what you've been putting out into the atmosphere. It's just kind of out with the old and with the new kind of energy. Letting go of what no longer serves you, okay? So that you can receive what does. So embrace the tender transition between past forms and future possibilities as eliminated by the transformative butterfly. So just like the butterfly don't always stay a caterpillar, right, you guys? The caterpillar has to go through these different stages and this preparation. But once it's time for the butterfly or the caterpillar to transition and be a butterfly, they're okay with letting that go, because something new. This caterpillar don't want to stay in the cocoon longer than it has to. It don't want to have to go through this change longer than they have to, because they're ready to be a butterfly. They're ready to be something beautiful, something more presentable. They want to be in position to receive their wings, right? You know what? Thank you. Y'all. Work on that throat chakra, y'all. Okay, it says gate of opportunities. Pass through the gate of opportunities wherein new paths unfold with boundless potential, right? So it's time to walk through. The time is now. All right. You have so many opportunities, but are you in position to receive and walk through these doors, right? It's time to, shake that dust off so you can rise up. Thank you. For some of you, you have been questioning whether you're on the right path. Oh my God. Am I supposed to be doing this? Oh my God. But my mom, my dad, my grandma, my uncle, my auntie, my cousin, they told me I need to stop doing this. Where would you think that these superstars would be if somebody told them to stop and stop going and chasing their goals? Where would you, if they would have stopped, you know what I'm saying? If they would have listened to people that told them to stop, they wouldn't be in the position that they are. So we all have these questions. We all don't know, but once you know, you know. But it's a lot of things we don't know. But if you feel it in your gut that it's something that you should be doing, then do that shit. For most of you, like I was saying before, you questioning whether I'm on the right path, whether I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Like grandma, auntie, cousin told me I need to stop. I need to not do this and I need to not do that. But you stopping could potentially hurt you or block you from these new opportunities. And I'm here to let you know, Source wants you to know, Spirit wants you to know that you're on the right track. You are going in the right direction. So just keep moving forward. Don't allow people's fears, okay? And what they don't understand to stop or block you from these new opportunities. That's why I'm saying it's very important to know thyself. It's very important to listen to your soul, to go within, so that you'll know how to defeat and stand up and fight against these things that try to block you. Period, point blank. Harbor of peace. Find serene refuge in the peaceful embrace of a gentle harbor, allowing tranquility to still your waters, okay? A lot of things have been kind of chaotic, but they're going to turn around. You're going to have that moment of peace, okay? When you stand up and you take life by the horns, you take everything that you're supposed to take. When you take control, thank you, Source. When you take control of your life and your peace and and embrace what God is trying to do for you, then that real peace is going to come in, okay? Because you are already on the right track. Do not let what outsiders think stop you. Go within, go to God, trust Source, or whatever it is that you believe in, and you just keep on moving forward because a lot of you're what? On the right track. Do you believe that you're on the right track? Are you trusting yourself? You're not going to lead yourself astray. You're not going to lead yourself on the wrong path. I will hope not. That's why it's very important to do the work. But it says on the mend, okay? Be compassionate and kind to yourself as you heal your heart. A lot of you are I've been here, you guys. Okay, so when you suffer a heartbreak, sometimes it's hard to get back up. A lot of times we stay stuck and stagnant, and it's not even a woe is me type of energy. A lot of us go through heartbreaks and don't even notice that our heart has been broken. So you have to be compassionate and be gentle with yourself. And when you come to realization, like, oh, I done got my damn heart broken. A lot of people, they lose their jobs, they gain weight, they have a lot of questions and they don't have answers to it. And a lot of times we stay stuck there. So it's very important that you get up and you shake that shit off and you know that things happen for a reason. The Most High does not make any mistakes, right? So as you grow stronger, as you take your power back, right, and be kind and compassionate with yourself, that is going to open the door for you to heal from things that were traumatic on your heart. Because a lot of you guys are dealing with things of the heart, matters of the heart, okay? If that makes sense. So just, be compassionate with yourself, but get the fuck up. Don't stay stuck, okay? Because everything happens for a reason. Maybe it was a lesson, something you were supposed to learn, okay? And if you've learned it, if you're working towards learning it, okay? Whatever the case may be, just be compassionate and kind with yourself because your healing is here, right? You got to get up from this. You got to get up from this. You got to get up from this, okay? Don't let that heartbreak consume you guys, okay? Should I keep using this deck? Okay, I'm switching the deck, you guys. So I wanted to touch bases on, it's a couple of things I wanted to touch bases on, but I want to talk about this heartbreak. Okay, so for some of you, you have your twin flame. This is a twin flame energy, or maybe a twin flame in question if you're on the twin flame journey and you know for a fact that you have a twin flame. For some of you, your twin flame could have broken your heart, right? This is somebody that you may have thought you were in spiritual alignment with. This is somebody that also may have been a karmic or chose a karmic over you. Okay? This is somebody that constantly, effortlessly caused some type of pain or trauma to your heart, right? And after this, a lot of you um were kind of stuck because of this heartbreak from your twin flame. Yeah, but for some of you, you're coming up out of this. You're on the right track. Just be gentle with yourself. You heard me? But for some of you, this heartbreak turned you into a cold-hearted person, right? This is somebody that the energy that I'm picking up on is somebody that you don't take no crap, okay? A lot of you, you don't trust anyone because of the things that this one person did to you, alongside with everything that you had to experience in your life. Whoever energy this is, I'm picking up on. This twin flame breaking your heart has made you so cold. And maybe you were very nice, very loving, very gentle before all this happened. Maybe you was a little bit too nice. Maybe you were the energy that people looked at as naive. They didn't know that you had another side to you, right? Just like you may have not known this other person, this twin flame had another side to them, right? But we all have to live and we all have to learn. We all have to be in the here to fulfill our purpose. And yes, we're going to suffer heartbreaks and a lot of pain sometimes along the way, but you have to be able to get up from this, okay? But a lot of you have turned cold. I keep hearing this Boosie song, like somebody has turned somebody's heart so cold. Somebody here is also experiencing some kind of divorce. A divorce took a toll on some of you guys here. Also, it could be a mother figure that was leading and giving guidance to your twin flame in this situation, all right? This person didn't use their own discernment, and this caused a blockage, okay, or separation between someone here. But it was a mother energy here involved in this. Yeah, this is not your family. This is not family related, okay? This is feeling like your twin flames mother energy has something to do with this. Maybe this mother said that, I'm hearing money hungry for someone here, that maybe you were money hungry, or that you wasn't their real flame, their real twin flame. It's a lot that they could have said, okay? And this caused some type of ending between you and your twin flame energy. Yep. But this was the most high giving you guys freedom. Because for some of you, you was with this person for maybe 5, 10 years, up to 5 years. Some of you maybe a year. I'm hearing like a decade, and you didn't even know this person for real. They didn't even reveal who they really were to you anyway. They didn't treat you right anyway. You know what I'm saying? They came to keep you stuck and stagnant anyway, right? This could be your twin that came in and knew you was a twin, and they took advantage of you guys' energy or you guys' spiritual connection of the alignment with whatever you guys were supposed to accumulate together. They took advantage of something here. I'm hearing they could have robbed you because they wanted it for themselves. They got big headed, okay? A lot of times people get big headed thinking it's their energy when it actually belongs to you. Or they only have this energy while they're connected with you. But this was the Most High giving you guys freedom, right? Because somebody here, they wanted to treat you like a casualty. This is somebody that presented themselves as if they were single, right? They didn't. This is somebody your twin flame didn't want to be held down, locked down anyway. So Most High had to give you that freedom that you need. For some of you, you recently experienced something that you've seen with your own eyes. I feel like it was needed, you guys. It was needed. Yeah. Something could be significant about a younger male, whether this is you or this is the person that you were with. This could be somebody that were younger than some of you guys here. Or this could be like an older male with a youthful type of energy. This is somebody that was cold-hearted themselves and they really didn't love you properly. They turned you cold just like them. This is a person that presents themselves as youthful, as fun, but really this person never had a heart. This could be somebody that is in the boss energy. This is somebody that's very ambitious, but this is somebody that is real detached. When it comes to that love and that heart, they're not giving that up. This could be somebody that's of dark complexion as well. This is somebody that also put some of you guys in a love triangle. right? The relationship was overcrowded. Maybe their mother told them to let you go. Things begin to get rocky. I'm hearing shaky a little bit, and it was a bit too much for somebody to handle. So the person made the decision to let you go. It was too crowded. So this is the choice that they made. They had a choice between two. You see how this lady hand is on her chin, and she's looking like, This person made the choice to let you go. Yep, and commit to somebody else because their mother told them so. Some older lady told them so. They didn't realize that you was the true gem. They didn't see your quality. All right. They didn't see any value in someone here, and this caused um, great trauma to you guys' heart space. And that's why it's very, very important that you work on that. Okay. Also, they may even try to shut some of you guys up. They don't want nobody to know how they did you. That's why I was telling y'all, work on that throat chakra, work on that heart chakra, right? But they are quickly noticing that whatever they chose over you should have been short term. This is something they could have brought it into you because this person allowed them to have quick flings or something like that. Maybe whatever they chose over you was short lived. They got their heart broken in the situation. Some of y'all got y'all heart broken and was able to bounce back. Y'all was in it for a little bit, but then y'all picked y'all shit up as y'all should and kept on moving. But this person, they're now coming to eyes with whatever they chose over you was should have been a quick fling, something, you know what I'm saying, that should have been short lived, not something that they took for the long hard haul. Give me a couple more and then I'm gonna end this read it. Okay? I hope y'all doing okay, right? Yeah, whoever this was, they may have thought this was their soulmate. It wasn't. It says blind female, but it came out in reverse. Okay? This is somebody that could be laid back, or maybe they thought this was a laid back person, but this is not. This is a person that when I feel this energy from this blind card in reverse, this is somebody that gets around. This is a good time type of girl. You heard me? This is somebody, they may have dark hair, maybe black hair. This is somebody that they thought was, like the housewife, like be inside, they chill, you heard me? Very laid back. But they quickly learned different, right? Yep. Maybe they thought this is somebody that they had some type of past life with. I don't know. Something could be significant about the past life. Also, I'm picking up the energy that maybe this is somebody new. This is not a past lover. Okay, and I feel like this is something that may be still currently going on. They may still be dealing with this person, and this is why you're being asked. It is destined for you to pick yourself up. Resurrection is here. It's time for you to shake all this off. It's destined for you to shake this off, shake off this past person and rise again, right? It's time for you to be reinvented. You didn't go through this heartbreak and all this foolishness for nothing. For some of you, your twin was dark. You don't know why your house chaotic. You don't know why stuff is going on. It's time for you to go around your house and start sealing up stuff, especially if this person was in your home. But it's destined, okay? You have a chance at life again. And you're on the right track, okay? Keep moving forward. Be kind, be gentle with yourself. Show yourself some compassion, okay? It's time to work on your self-love. If you feel the need to speak up about your circumstance, speak up. If not, just give it to God, but just keep on moving forward. It's time to rise from the ashes, okay? It's time to step in your Phoenix energy, okay? I love you guys, okay? I pray attention for my kings, my queens, my gods and goddesses, energy of the light, okay? I love you guys. If this video resonated for you, If you learned anything, gained any clarity from this reading, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you'll be notified whenever I post, comment, upload, or do anything on my platform, on my channel, you guys, okay? I love you guys. Deuces.